standing to join our players, coaches and umpires as we take a moment to reflect on the lives lost in 2025 on Northern Territory roads.
Good evening and welcome to AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 16 clash from TIO Stadium on Larrakia Country. This evening, the Tiwi Bombers and Palmerston Magpies, and in conjunction with Towards Zero, AFLNT welcomes you to Towards Zero round. As an NTFL community, we aim to create awareness of Towards Zero, which aims to create and promote a safer road transport system where no person is killed or seriously injured on the Northern Territory roads. A fabulous program, Towards Zero. My name is Nick Danks, my commentary partner this evening, Don McCormack. Good evening, Tom. Great to be back with you again this evening.
Yeah, good on you, Nick. Fantastic to be here and really looking forward to this game. Palmerston haven't shown their best really this season, although they've been improving, I think, after Christmas. Tiwi Bombers just got to keep winning.
Absolutely. Tiwi Bombers currently in 6th place on the ladder. As you said, all they can do is keep winning in their last 7 games. They've played all of the top 5 sides. They haven't beaten any of those, so they need to win this one. Last time out, they defeated Darwin Buffaloes by 28 points. And during tonight, we'll have a look at the road that the Tiwi Bombers have got. But tonight, if they don't win tonight, their season's all over. They'll finish probably 6th for the year.
Yeah, no, have to win. Need to play some good footy. Need to put a good win on the board and just keep their place in the action.
And of course, Palmerston, tough season, won 1 game this season. That was only a couple of weeks ago, though, back in round 13, where they defeated Wanderers by 25 points. I suppose we don't ask for a tip from you, Dom. Tiwi tonight.
Tiwi, that's who I'm tipping. And Tanner Blackney-Noda playing in the ruck instead of at fullback, takes it out, gets a handball away. Teammate tackled heavily there at centre half forward. Good tackle laid there for Palmerston by Naif Hamad. Again, Blackney-Noda, prominent player in this competition, strong player, gets the ball out of the ruck contest, kicks that one forward. Kim Cantilla wearing the 0, takes it, slips over, caught holding the ball.
Yeah, the late handball probably gave him away, but
I think so.
He did slip.
I hope he hasn't done any injury there. No, he's come back on the mark okay. So Tanner Blackney-Noda started this game beautifully. Ball kicked out wide, mark taken out there. That's a good grab too. So Palmerston had a couple of good touches here, some good intensity. Lights on here at TIO Stadium. They have been most of the afternoon, in fact. Nice mark taken there by Riley. In fact, it's Jacob Brown for Tiwi. Flares it inboard, comes into the centre. Hams. Away there to Kurt Dunn, back to Hams. Kurt Dunn in the helmet. Lambton charged hard at it. Couldn't take it cleanly. Over the footy there for Palmerston was Lewis Smith. They cruise away with it now. Lambton received it from his captain in Wilson. That's a beautiful kick. Finds Elijah Davey. Lambton, such a skillful player. One of Palmerston's real players of the future. Kick into the forward pocket. No grab taken. Hams with the clearing. Didn't quite clear it far enough. Comes back here to Jaden Davey. Just goes bang at goal and puts that one straight through the middle. Palmerston start the scoring, and that is a wonderful kick from a very talented player in Jaden Davey.
Yeah, just watching Cantilla at the other end then. He's just got a knock on the hip by looks of things. He seemed to be fine and he's trying to run it off, but it was just a knock on the hip. They've had, last time these two sides met was in round 6 in a high-scoring game. Tiwi Bombers kicked 10 goals in the second half to defeat Palmerston by 24 points. As we watch the replay here, good tackle then to keep the ball in the area and then just a handball out, and all the time in the world. He's kicked this hundreds of times and just said thank you very much, put that one on the board. Weather's clouds of a thunderstorm here tonight with a strong breeze to the right of screen. Currently 29 degrees here in Darwin.
I know you telepathically sent him a message there, Nick, was aim for the left goalpost, and he did.
That's the one down that end.
In the ruck contest, again, Blackney-Noda taking that out beautifully against his opponent there in Riley Boyle. Ball now being kicked inside 50 and the mark taken. Good grab there. Brendan Cantilla. Is he going to have a shot here? Just steadying play for the Tiwi Bombers is Cantilla. Little chip sideways. Goes to Blackney-Noda, is racking up the possessions already. He goes long and deliberate. Oh, that's a good defensive mark taken down there. Well done, Riley Boyle. The ruckman perfectly positioned. Now Palmerston. Kick up to centre half forward. Nice bit of play there by Barnett. Into the middle of the ground, we're going to be cut off here by Nigel Lockyer. To Hams. Across half back. Nice kick. Twy-cross. Goes long, and it's not really the kick he was looking for, but the result is into the nice hands of Michael Thompson. And out to guess who? Blackney Noda. Centre half forward, goes long and direct. Munkara up high, let the ball go for his teammate, and he marked it on the chest. Kim Cantilla. I think he's still down there after being injured. He hasn't really moved, and he's taken the grab on the chest. Perfect position if he wants to run around and snap on the right boot here.
I've never seen a more unrealistic try for a mark in my life than that one. He was miles from it, but of course didn't interfere with anybody.
Oh, and Cantilla's missed that one on the right boot to the near side. So a minor score. The kick in. The target was Lambton. Missed him. Didn't matter. Lots of time and space out in that pocket. Little chip from him. Comes to Elijah Davey. He's called to play on. Goes long. Palmerston dropping the footy down there. Tiwi arrive in numbers. Tackle laid on Boyle. Little handball comes out. McLean there to tidy up. Little chip is really good. Thompson just sitting out there in the clear. Takes the grab. Receives a shepherd from his teammate. Thompson with the long kick. And the ball just smacked away there from Vigona Rioli by Alwyn Davey. Boundary throw-in will be the result in that right forward pocket. So a steady start to both teams here. One goal on the board to Palmerston. Tiwi, one behind. There he is again. Tanner Blackney Noda taking the footy, breaking tackles. Goes to Vigona Rioli. Quick kick. Dangerous spot. Kim Cantilla in a wrestle there with Jaden Davey, the goal kicker for the Maggies. Gets the handball out, he does, to a teammate there in Klein, close to the boundary. Davey gets back, goes to Wharf. Now to Alwyn Davey. Not the greatest of kicks and out of bounds. Slippery conditions here, the ball will be slippery already. And as we saw in the earlier game today, many boundary throw-ins.
Yeah, lots of rain in town today and big heavy storms, not running all day, but just in patches where it's been fairly heavy right across town.
So Tanner Blackney Noda setting himself here to go in the ruck contest again. Sean Wilson, the captain. Unusual for him to be going up in the ruck contest. Palmerston now kicking the ball forward. Good representation down there from the Tiwi Bombers. That's a good tackle laid too. Ball held in immediately. Strong tackle coming from Kurt Dunn. Sean Wilson again up in the ruck contest, just shoved in the back. And again another tackle laid, and the umpire will do it all over again at half forward here for the Palmerston Magpies. Ball tossed high. Boyle this time up against Blackney Noda. That's more of a contest. Little soccer out wide to Lockyer. Gathers. And his kick. Unceremoniously out of bounds on the full.
Cleared everything, went right out to where the old grandstand was, the old scoreboard is. So jumping the fence on that side of the ground, because most people are on this side of the ground.
Yeah, it's always the player's job to go and get the footy. Play on is the call. Nafet Hamad. Long kick down inside 50. Opportunity here for Palmerston. And the ball quickly called out of bounds. Will be a lot of that this afternoon in this game. Unlikely that these teams will play the game through the corridor, Nick.
No.
Ruckman set themselves again. Blackney Noda up against Boyle. Sean Wilson didn't go in and get the footy on that occasion. Handball comes out. Palmerston through Frith. Tried to spot up a teammate, couldn't do so. Bedford charging through, taken in a good tackle, lost the footy. Kick out wide, goes to Vigona Rioli. And he will receive a free kick for a push in the back. His immediate opponent there in Dylan Wise. Plays on quickly, turnover. Player slipping over there in the contest. Difficult conditions here for both teams. Wrestle for the footy now on centre wing. Tiwi will come away with it through Bedford. Handball to Lockyer, and there's a whistle behind play. So a holding free will go to Palmerston. Looks like Hamad to take that free kick. Little chip out wide. Palmerston is trying to retain possession here, and that's a nice kick to Elijah Davey, who's had a few possessions already in this first quarter. It's called to play on, tries to step around Hams. Handballs to his captain in Wilson. Bombs away towards the goal square. Almost the mark to Daru. The snap-on goal is through. That's a cracking goal for Palmerston. They've got their second on the board.
Yeah, Ben Daru just didn't want to let that one go. And showed his height and strength there up in the forward line to get the second on the board for Palmerston.
So Jaden Davey with a good kick. And then Ben Daru just willed that one.
Just a quick play on call there by the umpire. I know he did step slightly off the mark, but he didn't give him much time to settle there. But in the end, it worked out well for the Magpies. 11-point lead coming up to halfway mark here of the first quarter at TIO Stadium.
So Tiwi, one would think, favoured to win this game, but Palmerston with a good start. Blackney Noda up against Boyle. Blackney Noda wins that one down. Vigona Rioli takes possession, steps around his opponent in Rosengren, kicks inside 50. Good contest there inside 50. Jaden Davey with the footy, stylish. On the left boot, kicks out wide. McLean will be the first one there. It'll go over the boundary, and the umpire, boundary throw in. Tiwi looking for deliberate. Blackney Noda to compete again against Riley Boyle. Blackney Noda just too strong. Handball was not good. Cut off by Lambton. Kick out of trouble up towards half forward for the Maggies. Underneath the footy, Hams. Gets hands to it now. Quick flick away to McLean. His handball not good. Hamad. Kurt Dunn takes the mark. Will go to Vigona Rioli. Kicks across to the other side of the ground. Tiwi with time and space here. That's a beautiful kick up to Brendan Cantella. Then he drops what he should have taken. Looking for the free kick, and he's going to get it too. Handballs immediately to Vigona Rioli, who's featured prominently early. That's a beautiful kick. Mark dropped. Comes out to Jaden Davey, goes to Boyle. Hamad, kick out wide. Just left the door open there. Tiwi able to cut it off. Ball comes to Lockyer. Strong in the tackle. Kick is good. Goes to Apuatimi. Handball off to McLean. Calling for it was Brendan Cantilla at centre half forward. Takes the mark, plays on. Went to go big. The ball did not come off the boot well. It's come off the boot perfectly onto the chest of Kim Cantilla. Bursting out of full forward and taking the mark. The captain making that look much better than what it really was.
Yeah, I reckon they've done that a couple of times across the road on the island. Just a big bob into the square there, and the speed just come through.
Yeah, Kim Cantilla did really well there. Took that one on his chest. Been impressed with the way that Vigona Rioli started this game. He started it with real intent, both up forward and down back, and used the ball well. Opportunity now for Kim Cantilla, who's got the 0 on the back, of course. The towards 0 round. That is a beautiful kick off the right boot from Cantilla. Puts that one straight through the middle. And Tiwi finally a score on the board at the 12-minute mark. They move to 1-1-7, trailing Palmerston 2 straight 12.
Yeah, you can see that Palmerston on the line sort of pointed the ball above his head. And so thank you to that one. Palmerston got a tough couple of games to end the season. Thanks for the great draw. NTFL next week they play Southern Districts, so they end their season against St Mary's. So they play the last year's grab finalists, possibly this year.
Back to back.
Grab
oh, goodness me.
So enjoy your trip at the end of the season, boys.
Goodness me, you couldn't ask for worse, really, could you?
Not really. So tonight's probably their biggest chance to maybe get some points from the season, or second win for the season. And they've looked pretty good to start it with.
They do. Well and truly in this game. Daru now in the ruck contest against Blackney Noda. Over the ball was Frith, couldn't take it away. Bedford strong in the contest, brought to ground. And the umpire says, I will take it. Good tackle laid there by Dane Oliver. Daru again good and strong in the contest. Quick kick away coming from Lewis Smith up towards half forward. Sean Wilson on the chase, gathers the footy. Had Riley Ball in the clear, goes backwards to Lambton. Who can he find? Tries to kick out the back, looking for Elijah Davey. Cut off from the ball seen over the boundary.
That's 7 in for side 50s to piece today already, and 2 free kicks each. So the umpires have kept the whistle away, and considering the first free kick was in about the first 30 seconds, it's been a pretty clean game so far.
Both teams have used the ball pretty well, actually.
Plenty of space out there, though, between these two sides.
Yeah. Very breezy day. Tanner Blackney-Noda just thumps that out wide, goes back in, has a bit of a soccer at it. Hamad, he gets the footy, handballs nicely, goes to Frith, ducks around, kicks on goal, and hits the behind post, so out of bounds on the full. He had more time and space there than what he realised.
Yeah, he did too. So now they're just deciding which one of them brings it back in. The umpire's decided for them.
McLean calls for it and receives. One of the NTFL's really prominent senior players, Braden McLean. Kick out to his teammate there in William Munkara, comes off hands, boundary throw in.
Couple of changes for the Tiwi Bombers there. Ruckman's gone off and Oliver's come on. Oh, sorry, Thompson's come on.
I'd like to see a big game from Mr. Anthony Munkara this afternoon.
Seen the big one from Black. He's had a few touches today.
Certainly has. Munkara in the action here. So too Sean Wilson trying to gather the footy. He couldn't do it cleanly. Tackle laid by Stanley Tipalora. Ball comes back now to Wilson. Little chip over the top. Looking out wide there for Bremner. Lambton giving him some support by way of a shepherd. That's a good kick inboard. Not quite. Kurt Dunn cuts it off. Calmly goes to centre half back. Thompson takes the grab. Goes to Stanley Tipalora. Such a skillful player. Goes to 1-2 with the hands. Blackney-Noda on the move, calling for the handball. He goes in that direction. Just tries to charge through his opponent. Loses the footy. Hamad got it away to a teammate. Now to Jaden Davey. Looks so stylish on that left boot. That's a beautiful kick. Finds a teammate in Wilson Fletcher. Goes inside. That's a really nice kick. Found his teammate Lewis Smith. Goes to Wilson, who's been prominent already. Running through the corridor. Decides to go long. Daru down there, planted his feet, couldn't take the grab, and the Tiwi defence worked the ball through for the minor score. So Palmerston's first point on the board, 2-1-13, Tiwi 1-1-7 at the 16.5 minute mark.
Yeah, Blackney-Noda then could have got through. He had Brendan Cantilla on his own for about 50 metres in front of him and no one anywhere near him, so it was running into an empty goal. Just decided to take the tackle on instead of going over the top.
Lockyer now with ball in hand. Normally a good user. Tries to go to Anthony Munkara, kicks over the back. He's going to have too much space here. Grabs hold of the footy, has a bounce straight away, runs into goal, and kicks a point.
How many times have we seen that this season from the Tiwi? Running into some empty goals. We're just half a breath later and they would have been right, but they've just knocked it either side of the post.
Beautiful kick into Lewis Smith. Anthony Munkara on the burst. He's such a magnificent looking player, but just doesn't quite finish. Up to Lua. Little chip is good. Daru takes it on the second grab. Goes across the ground to Davey. That's Alwyn with the right boot. Deliberate kick. The high flyers were there. Spillage. Goes to Ben Agnew and puts it through. For a minor score. Just waiting for the signal there.
Yeah, he's just done exactly what happened at the other end. He's just pushed it past the post where he's had plenty of time then just to guide it through.
Just didn't quite work. Ball quickly out to Jake Twycross. His kick looking for the captain and Kim Cantilla. Finds him. To Thompson. Building his possessions already in this game. Goes backwards to McLean, so is he. It's going to be an open game of footy, Nick, that's all I can say.
Bad marking is not big between these two at the moment.
No.
Look at the room is amazing.
Desmond Tippermundamerry had the footy, lost the footy, just could not pick it up. Turnover. Frith now. Finds a teammate. The long kick down to Daru. Could not take it with the first grab. Gathers. Handballs professionally to a teammate. The kick on goal is a goal. Well done, Palmerston. Declan Barnett putting that one through for the Maggies. They've just been cleaner, dare I say it, when they go inside 50 and taking their opportunities. 3 goals, 2-20. Plays 1 goal, 2-8. 19 minutes gone in the first.
The 11th time they've been inside their 50 in this quarter, and a couple of good shots on goal, and that one here is waiting for the replay to come through. Just look at the space of the players everywhere around the ground. They just couldn't pick it up, and of course got himself in a bit of trouble here. Pinched his pocket then and just came out, and then again all the room in the world. Harry Bremner's out there wondering what he's doing by himself.
Yeah, that was a
back inside
good kick,
50.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a great kick to the big man up front. Wet day will let him get away with not taking that mark, but got the goal on the board for a 12-point lead now.
Blackney Noda winning the ball from the middle. McLean has moved up from the back line into that centre bounce. Part of laying the tackle. Secondary bounce now. Blackney Noda outbodies his opponent. No mean feat. Ball comes to Alwyn Davey. Handballs out to Lambton. He's become a really reliable player. And look at that kick. That is beautiful. Goes to Barnett. Was looking to handball. He's got Maggies running everywhere here. Little chip finds Wharf. Still got players in the clear inside 50. Goes to Davey. This is Alwyn. Runs to 50. Just pushes it laterally. Didn't hit the target that he needed to. McLean on the chase. Goes to Hams. Steps inside away from Agnew. Goes back to McLean. On the left boot, that's a beautiful kick. Finds the chest of a teammate. And the Tiwi go to work now on centre wing. Kick coming up to Carlson Cantilla. Takes the mark nicely. Got such a good leap. Kick to Stanley Tipalora. In fact, it went too far for him. Palmerston's defence now needs to go to work. Good play here from Klein. William Vigona-Rioli on Lambton. He gathers the footy and tumbles it through. That's a beautiful goal from Vigona-Rioli. Only needs the one touch and one step through for full points.
Yeah, they needed that one. Just getting very close here to quarter time. Makes from 1 goal different, 2-2-14 to 3-2-20. And as you said, Dom, as we watch the replay, just experience shows there. Kept the ball in front of him, realised all he had to do was just tap that through, and just has done that a couple of times in his career.
Oh, more than a couple, I think. And Nathaniel Lambton, just a little bit of the smaller body there, was just able to be out-bodied quite easily. He'll learn from that. He'll also get bigger and stronger as time goes on. Good young player for the Maggies. 20 plays 14. Palmerston still in the lead. Enterprising first quarter here from both teams. Daru in the ruck contest, beaten for it by Michael Thompson. In fact, Carlson Cantilla. Tiwi through Michael Thompson now at centre half forward. Off to Bedford. Took a moment to have a look. Ball cut off by Wharf. Coming through strongly was Keranua. So too Bedford. Got the footy. Palmed off his opponent. Handball to the big man who got a kick away under pressure. Did Jack Steele. And that is definitely out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, cleared everything then.
To bring the ball back into play will be Riley Lua. In fact, the umpire's making him get the ball that went over.
I've had a chat to the rules committee about that last season. It's just a strange one that we've got there where the ball came straight to him. He's got to go and get the other one.
Yeah, just wastes time, I think. Wastes a whole lot of time as we see ball off hands here and another boundary throw in at half forward for the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, I saw one last season. They were in the drain next to each other and he picked the wrong one up and made to go back and pick it up and went, hang on, we've got to think about that in the off-season.
Gee. Boundary throw in. Carlson Cantilla winning that one over the top. Tipalora in. Hamad over the ball and over the shoulder.
Yeah, we definitely hit him in the back. Then he wasn't going for the ball at all. He just dropped into him.
So a good strong player. Bedford did really well on the mark. Cut that one off. Ball comes to Caswell. Back to Carlson Cantilla. Palms off his opponent. Kicks it dangerously inside 50. And a very graceful mark taken there by Francis Tipungwoody. Told there by Stanley Tipalora just to take his time, go back and have a shot. So man on the mark about 45 from goal.
Could be kicking on the siren here in a minute if he doesn't.
Yeah, indeed. Almost 24 minutes gone here.
Yeah, it wouldn't be far away, I wouldn't think.
So the man with the number 50 on the back, Francis Tipungwuti. As called by Nick Danks, there is the siren. He crosses 50, kicks directly at goal. Does he have the distance? He does. Does he have the accuracy? He does. Beautiful kick from Francis Tipungwuti. And that is a nice sealer to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, after all that, it's 3-2 apiece as we go to quarter time. We'll just watch this spot before we go away in the replay. A good fend off there, probably a little high, but got away with it. And then luck's a fortune as he bangs into the centre of the ground, and Tipungwuti takes that one and then goes back and kicks the goal on the siren. You're watching AFL-NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season at Towards Zero round, live on NT News and Community TV. We're back shortly with the second quarter.
This weekend is Towards Zero Road Safety Month.
Too many lives are lost on territory roads because of drink driving.
If you're heading out for a few drinks, plan how you'll get home safely.
Mates don't let mates drink and drive.
Line up a sober bob. It could be a mate, taxi, bus or someone else.
We all have a responsibility to make the right choices on our roads.
We are once again partnering with road safety to encourage safe road behaviours.
In this round, we'll wear zero Guernseys and yellow armbands to honour lives lost.
Each year, 42 people die and over 400 are seriously injured on territory roads.
No one should have to go through the pain of losing a loved one.
Look out for pedestrians, especially at night. Slow down and stay alert.
Play your part in reducing road trauma by making smart choices.
Let's drive like our lives are worth living.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in the screen. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
we're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're in the front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL-NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 16 clash from TIO Stadium. The Towards Zero AFL-NT welcomes you back to our Towards Zero round, which aims to create and promote safer road transport system where no person is killed or seriously injured on Northern Territory roads. My name's Nick Danks, my commentary partner this evening, Don McCormack. And Don, what a great game to start off with. Really, both these sides not have big seasons, but we're all even here at quarter time. Couldn't do any better.
No, that's exactly right. Tiwi needing to win. Palmerston getting off to the fast start here. And look, since Christmas, I think, and having won their first game for the season, Palmerston have actually played some decent footy, and they're showing that in this game. Yeah, they've had a good run in the last couple of weeks. Round 13 was when they had their win, and but since then they've been not really blown away. I'll have a look at the full scores in a minute. A couple of other games though this round so far. Nightcliff defeated Waratah last night by 19 points, and in the earlier game which you were at, it was one-sided. It was a massive win to St Mary's by 100 and something 29 points. Yep. So a big one there as well. As we're getting ready here for the second quarter, and Palmerston will be very happy with that first one. Yeah, they would be, no doubt about that. They've played some good footy in the first quarter, but so too Tiwi, and hence the score's all locked up, 3-2-20 apiece. Blackney Noda, perhaps a surprise move into the ruck. Normally plays as a defender, but he is having a whale of a game down there at the moment. Ball out to Vigona Rioli. Handballs to Bedford. Bedford, the drilling kick inside 50. Gee, that's incredibly well taken by Kim Cantilla in the pocket. Hasn't gone. Now it has. And out of bounds on the full. Is that the call? Yes, it is. Came off the Palmerston boot, so Kim Cantilla now. From the pocket. He is a right footer. He's going to kick back inboard. Finds McLean. Love the way McLean works up the ground from the back pocket. Here he is at half forward, getting a possession for the Bombers. Steele up high and takes the mark for the red and black. That's a really good kick and a good mark by the big man, doing exactly what he needs to do. Yeah, he needs to do it up the forward line. They've definitely got a height advantage, Palmerston have. So Jack Steele needs to take those grabs, and he needs to come back and capitalise it and put Tiwi in front for the first time today. Had the arms extended out in front of his opponent. Big mark. Can he now kick a really important goal? Taking his time with it. Yeah, fair enough too. Not easy either, Nick. The slippery ball still be a bit slippery underfoot. Yeah, far left post here. He's got to aim at with this breeze that comes between the stadium and the Michael Long Centre. So kick on its way from the big man. Goal umpire unmoved, straight through the middle. That is a really good kick. And the Tiwi Bombers, they take the lead for the first time in this game. 4-2-26, Palmerston 3-2-20. Second quarter only just underway by 2 minutes. Yeah, a couple of good marks there as you watch the replay, but a great grab there in the centre of the square. That's what Tiwi haven't been doing this season. And the first player to congratulate him was Rioli, which was good to see. And got the ball on the ground, the goal on the board. Tickets available through Ticketmaster now for the two AFL matches here in Darwin at TIO Stadium. Gold Coast Suns taking on St Kilda on the 9th of May, and then the Suns taking on Port Adelaide on Friday the 15th of May. Tickets available now. Yeah, looking forward to both of those. Should be great games. Yeah, Port Adelaide shooting the box, I should be right. Tanner Blackney-Noda out of the ruck contest again. He is just dynamic. Good kick. Kim Cantilla making it look even better. Another mark on the chest to the captain. He has an opportunity for a crack at his second. Yeah, and they did this a couple of times this season, Tiwi. Scored really, really quickly and put sides away. And I said the last time these two sides met, 10 goals in a half of footy pretty much was the difference of the game. And we've seen them do this a few times and then hold on. So a couple of early goals here will be just what the Bombers wanted. Ryan Wolf, the man on the mark. Cantilla now. Oh, he put a lot of effort into that kick. And it is out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, just out of his range. You can see the way he ran into that one. It was just trying to push that one through a bit further than he was going to kick it.
Davey now bringing the footy into play. Finds a teammate there in Jaden Mick. Goes inboard. That's dangerous and reeled in beautifully by Cantilla. He plays on, steps around an opponent, goes with the left boot and kicks an absolute beauty.
That's his second. Of course, he had that line-up one a few minutes ago, which was just out of his range. I think when he took that mark, he thought the same thing. It's just out of my distance here. So run around where normally would take back and take a breath there, but we watch on the replay. Just lovely cut off here. And then I think he just looked up and thought, maybe I'm about where I was last time. I'm just going to play through this one. And saw the back turned by Davey?
Yeah, Jaden Davey.
Justin, because he had his back turned him, he's gone all the way through. Davey tried, but by that stage it was all over. And Cantilla's got his second on the board and puts the Bombers 2 in front.
Such a classy player. Just looks as smooth as silk, Kim Cantilla. Ball back in the middle now. Blackney Noda up against Daru. Blackney Noda with the shuffle out wide to McLean. McLean by hand finds a teammate. Little chip through the middle is really nice. Brendan Cantilla off to Bedford. Tried to do the palm off, did not work. Ball comes back here to Dwayne Keranua. Picked up again by Brendan Cantilla. Long kick, goal kick, through for a goal. The Tiwi Bombers are on fire.
Yeah, absolutely. They're 3 in front now, and they've gone bang, bang, bang. That's 4 inside 50s to zip in this quarter. I know we've only played 4 and a bit minutes, but again, we watched the replay. Just all the time in the world, just went round him. Bit of a fend off. Again, a little bit high. Managed to get the handball away into the 50, and just probably the worst handball he'll do all year. But then Brendan's picked that one through and knocked it through for another one. So that's his first goal on the board.
Tremendous play from the Tiwi Bombers. 3 in a row. In the best part of 3.5 minutes. Blackney Noda from the ruck contest straight down to Bedford. Handballs to McLean, who's spending more time in the middle. Bullet pass goes to Hams. It was too hot to handle for him. Manages to flick it up. Goes back to a teammate there in Bedford. Another nice kick inside 50. Taken by Steele. Handballs out wide. Back to Bedford again. Inside 50. Kick up towards the goal square. Cantilla, he doesn't even need to fly for this. Again, the kick wasn't great, and Kim Cantilla made it look perfect.
Yeah, you play in front, you're going to get him, and that's exactly what he's done a couple of times tonight. He's just dropped balls, dropped short, not great kicks. A lot of pushing and shoving going on down there for Palmerston. Probably a waste of time right in front of the umpire. You're not going to win doing that.
So Kim Cantilla now from the pocket. He can go on his left if he wants to. He goes, attempted to go with the banana on the right, high, up and under. Steele underneath it. Mark taken, no. Palmerston's defence, do they run it through? They don't. Jaden Davey brings it out wide, goes to Lewis Smith. Tiwi take hold of the footy. Jack Steele's underneath it, couldn't take the grab. Palmerston well represented. Good numbers. Handball comes out to Wise. On the move now to Frith. Takes the mark. In fact, he didn't know the umpire calling it. Yes, he is. He's going to bring the player back.
Yeah, I don't think he got the mark. The umpire was just a bit quick with the whistle, but fair enough. Called him back over the mark.
So Cohen Frith with the footy, and Palmerston did very well not to concede a 4th goal there. Up towards Daru, the big man gets a tap to it. Tried to drag in the mark, couldn't. Sean Wilson. Passed off to a teammate there in Bremner. We found Davey, Elijah. Had a nice first quarter. Picks out a teammate here who goes with the right boot. Long kick down the line, almost the mark. Juggled over the line. That has to be a boundary throw-in, surely.
He's paid the mark. Oh, it was worth the effort.
It was. Rosengren, very fortunate. Long kick. Tiwi defence go to work. Kick out wide. Target is Bedford. Wharf will offer the Shepherd. In fact, he'll get the footy. Fumbling around with the footy at Palmerston, and now they turn it over. Tipungwuti. Bedford. On the run, Cantilla. Brendan steps inboard, loses the footy, drops the footy. That's a good tackle. Now Palmerston on the burst. Klein with the footy. Goes to Davey. Almost fell over trying to evade his opponent in McLean. So Alwyn Davey now kicking up to Elijah. Had 2 cracks at it. Couldn't take the mark. Wolf with the handball. Ball comes out to Hamad. Has the crack at goal. Puts it through the middle for Palmerston. He is a very good player, Naif Hamad. And he stamped his authority there with that one straight through the middle. Never looked like missing.
Absolutely deserved a goal. He played really well in that first quarter. Got lots of touches through the middle of the ground and just couldn't capitalise on it. So he managed to get his opportunity there, and he's taken it really, really well. As you said, a great player for Palmerston, and a good sign if he can keep coming through, because he's been outstanding tonight. As again, we watched the replay here. Just stood back, waited his time. Saw the opening and thought, I'll have a go at that with the breeze in his back, and cleared the line easily.
Palmerston 4-2-26, Tiwi 6-2-38. So 6 scoring shots to Palmerston, 8 to Tiwi. And Tiwi lead by those 2 straight shots at goal. Blackney Noda takes the ball out of the ruck contest almost. Palmerston. Blackney Noda again. Palmerston worked their way through the middle. Lambton, little chip out to Sean Wilson. They've worked well in tandem, these two, this afternoon. Wilson, steady, goes for and finds. Alwyn, in fact, it's Elijah Davey. I like his game so far. Had a good first quarter.
He turned his back then. He did have the full forward had pulled away from that and had the height advantage, but he's turned his back. He's going to have a go at this. But with the breeze, the way this is swirling, this is going to have to go about halfway between the point and the goalpost on the left-hand side.
Here comes Elijah. Starts off to the right. Now kicks off to the left. It won't come back. Daru's down there. There was a shepherd in the contest, and there will be a free. In fact, there's just a mark. Frith has taken the grab.
He took it right on the line, then dropped over the back behind him and just read it best.
Everyone was concentrating on the big man in Ben Daru, who kicked a goal in the first. Cohen Frith now. Around the corner, pops it through for Palmerston. So Palmerston absolutely in this game. 5-2-32, trailing Tiwi 6-2-38. 10 and a bit gone in this second quarter.
Yeah, only 1 goal in, and of course, as you said, but they're halfway through the quarter. They lost against Waratah by 9 points in a really, really wet day. That was when there was a swim pool out there, Palmerston did. They've also lost a couple of other games. They got beat by the Buffaloes by 3 points. They lost to just having 9 points, of course, against Wanderers. They won that one. And 30 points at the start of the season. So they've had a couple of big losses, but again, they've been in games where they've only had a couple of them, they've missed it, and really they've had opportunities to win those games, just inaccurate kicking. Whereas tonight, apart from the one we were running through to an open goal, they've done really, really well.
So both teams generally making the most of their opportunities. We see Nigel Lockyer now taking his place in the ruck contest. Karanua went without the footy. Palmerston now take it back over again. Klein off to Hamad. That's a good kick. Finds Riley Boyle. Quickly again inside 50. Kurt Dunn got a fingernail to it. Daru evades 1 tackler. Now 2. Seen over the boundary line. Any decision? Boundary throw in.
It was 6 inside 50s in favour of Tiwi to 0 for Palmerston. They're now 5-6. So it's turned around the last 4 or 5 minutes. And as I said, got a couple of goals on the board as well. And we're back to 1 goal difference halfway through the second quarter.
Nigel Lockyer taking his place again in the ruck contest here against Riley Boyle. Gee, the sideways ruck throw in, or boundary throw in, I should say. And the umpire will do it again. Players reset. Boyle fell over. Lockyer wins that out wide. Tipperwoody in the race for it. Palmerston are able to bring that inside 50. The mark taken by Frith, who's had a really good start to this game. Kicked a goal, of course. That is a poor kick. Might work. Defence for Tiwi. Under pressure. Tackle laid. Good tackle. Well done, Declan Barnett.
Yeah, strange kick in there. There was 3 Tiwi players and no Palmerston players where he put the ball. So I don't think it must have come off the side of his boot.
Mark was dropped by Jake Twycross too, just putting pressure on. Thompson can't handle him close. Little handball comes out. Chain of handballs comes to Dave. He goes on the right boot. He will not be happy with that. Minor score on the board for the Maggies, 5-3-33, plays 6-2-38. So 8 scoring shots apiece here at the 13-minute mark of the second quarter. So a very, very even contest. McLean asked to search for the footy.
Well, there's 2 over there somewhere, and this is, again, with this crazy situation, we're going to find a football over there, and he's gone and found it. There's still one more over there somewhere. It may be when he kicked that goal earlier, it's probably over the fence and some kids running down the main street with it, but there's only one there at the moment.
Blackney Noda makes space, then falls over, able to regain on his knees and taking the grab.
I don't know about you, he's getting a vote at the end of the ground just for that.
Just for that. Oh, he's kicked a dangerous one here. Set his teammate up nicely and Sam Caswell, but he's up to it. Takes the mark. Dinky little kick finds Kurt Dunn. Just the 15. Blackney Noda, he plays happy football, I think you could say, Blackney Noda. And the kick up to Brendan Cantilla there was a little bit difficult to handle and seen over the boundary line for another boundary throw in. The Morris Rioli grandstand side here at TIO Stadium.
He had a big fun last week, Blackney Noda, at the rep game. Right at the start of the game, he was pointing players out. He was ready for a big night, and he did have a big night.
Yeah, he's a very good player. Been a key part of this Tiwi Bombers team for a few years now. Beautiful tap down from Lockyer. Straight down to Cantilla. Long kick inside 50. No mark. Offhand, Stanley Tipperlur falls over as he tries to soccer the footy. Tackle laid on Armstrong, and that has to be a free kick. Carlson Cantilla, what a tackle.
Certainly the third free kick for the day for the Tiwi Bombers, but absolutely took him ball and all then. And it needs to go through and wrap this one up to give them back that 2-goal lead, or close to a 2-goal lead.
So the man on the mark is about 15 metres from goal. Carlson Cantilla starts 45 out from goal. The deliberate approach. Kick on its way. Puts it through. That's all that matters in the end. So Carlson Cantilla has his first. Importantly, the Tiwi Bombers just a little bit of extra breathing space. 7-2-44, plays 5-3-33. So 11 points at the 15-minute mark of this, the second quarter.
Watch the replay here, you're right. He just, don't know what he was trying to do. I don't think he was soccering that, but he's just knocked it and then just took far too much time. And a great tackle there by Cantilla. And deserved the goal just for that one alone.
Stanley Tipperlur will not be wanting to see that replay anytime soon.
No, it wasn't even a good forward pass. No. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he had 2 minds, whether to knock it back or knock it forward, and in the end he just trotted it.
Anything can and usually does happen in wet football.
Oh, anything can happen with the Tiwi Bombers too. They're a great side to watch and always lots of fun. And great example there.
Lockyer leaping high, beaten forward by Boyle. Palmerston tried to take it out of the middle. Lockyer 2 bites at it. Does beautifully to clear the middle. Now the kick out. Up through half forward. Cantilla there again. Carlson beaten forward on this occasion by Jaden Davey. Has a bounce. Kick up inside 50 is good. Daru takes the mark. The big man. Bull-chested and takes it on that chest. And go back and kick for his second.
He's taken a couple of big marks today and got 1 goal on the board, and he definitely deserves his second one here. That breeze is still pushing across the face of the goal and towards the airport end, which is right of screen. So again, left post is where he's going to aim this.
He's a player who always puts in Ben Daru. Crosses 50. Kick on its way. And just off to the left.
Pushed a little too far then, but...
Yeah. So 5-4-34, plays 7-2-44. Hams with the footy. Off to McLean, the running machine. Chip is good for going to Rioli. Content to go backwards to Kurt Dunn. Hams gives him an option and he goes that way. Finds Bedford. Blackney Noda making space on the wing. chip is good, hugging the boundary. Finds his teammate there in Anthony Munkara. Oh, that's a delightful kick. Didn't quite come off. Taken now by Jaden Davey. Little chip will be turned over and Anthony Munkara will just take it and fall over. Oh, the trip was called. Ahmad with the ball. That's an intelligent kick. Came back out to the wing. Lambton in the clear. His long kick will find Daru, who made good space. Long kick now inside 50. Elijah Davey, foot race now. Elijah Davey in front, out-bodied. Well done. Ball comes to Dunn. Handball to McLean. Up to centre half forward. Jacob Brown. Kicks out wide to Vigona Rioli, who made really good space. Speaking of making space, Mark Apuatimi. One bounce, two bounces, can't quite pick it up, keeps trying to paddle it, ball towed forward and not quite out of bounds yet. Apuatimi lays the tackle and a high tackle is the call. So Palmerston Magpies with the turnover free kick.
Outstanding defence there though by the Bombers, was in real trouble running through and managed to go for the ball rather than try to poke it away.
Davey now kicks out to Jaden Mick. Little chip inboard will work on this occasion. Kick out wide goes to Frith. Wilson making space. But Lockyer did really well to back off the mark there and just keep him covered. Now he goes to the kicker. Long kick down the line. Kurt Dunn takes the spillage. Outside of the right boot, he's got players in the clear here. Nigel Lockyer should run onto this. Just can't quite pick it up. Hard at it was Brendan Cancella. Tapped it forward. Palmerston take the footy. Handball out to Boyle. Handball inboard to Davey. Did beautifully. Feigned one way, then the other. Held the footy. Went to Klein. Goes back inboard. And Palmerston have worked this out nicely. Hamad takes the grab at half back. Got a player waiting all by himself in the middle. Decides not to go there. Just inches it forward. Long kick. Out wide to Rosengren, who takes the mark. Hamad looking for it in the corridor there at 40 out, and Rosengren says, no, let's just calm down here. I'm going to go back and have a shot.
He had a couple of opportunities then, including the big fella. He could have tripped that over the top too as well in Barnett, but he decided he's going to come back and have a go here.
Difficult shot on goal with the slippery ball. Jordan Rosengren runs to 47. That's a good looking kick. Just sneaks it through.
He obviously knew something we didn't know, because I thought he was brave not to handball that one off. He had a couple of opportunities to knock that one through, but he's gone back. So watch the replay here. It's come to him down the wing. There was bodies everywhere here. You can see how far he was by himself. He's got an absolute paddock, but he could have seen it. Full forward there in the middle by himself. Player running past as well, but decided, no, I'll go back and take it. And has pushed that one through.
So well done to the Palmerston Magpies, staying right in this game. 6-4-40, trailing the Tiwi Bombers by 4 points, 7-2-44. 21 down, so into time on here at TIO Stadium. Round 2 of this clash between the Bombers and the Magpies. Lockyer up against Daru. Lockyer wins that one down. Hamad takes it out of the middle. Such an important player for them. Tumbles inside 50. That's got to be a high tackle.
No, it's paid. The umpire wants it.
Umpire closer than me. So ball up. Well done there by Elijah Davey to keep it inside attacking 50. Blackney Noda with the swinging arm gets that one clear slightly. Now Palmerston go to work. Dane Oliver unable to pick it up. Comes out to Boyle. Kick inside 50. Kurt Dunn. That's an excellent mark. Plays on quickly. Hams all by himself at half back. Just waits for the running machine to go past. Braden McLean. Comes back now to William Munkara. I like this from the Tiwi Bombers, just willing just to play a little bit of possession footy until they find the space that opens up.
Plenty of space from the 3 in the middle there by themselves, and there's no one anywhere near Blackney Noda.
Drilling pass goes to Cantilla. He stays on the move. Another pass finds Kim Cantilla. He stays on the move. Kicks, chips at goal and kicks out of bounds on the full.
4-point lead to the Tiwi Bombers, 7-2-44 to 6-4-40. About 2.5 minutes left of this second quarter.
And there it is again. Nick Jaden Davey tried to play on, had the wrong footy.
Yep.
Brings it into play, goes to Nayef Hamad, who's really worked his way into this game brilliantly. Kick out to Alwyn Davey. Long kick down the line, goes to Lewis Smith. Doesn't take the mark. Will be a free kick here. Play on advantage is the call. Lambton did really beautifully. Bought himself a bit of time and space. Kick, perhaps not so good. Kurt Dunn with the footy. Finds a teammate. Kicks inboard, goes to Hams. That kick came there from Jacob Brown. Hams out to Blackney Noda. Too big, too strong, too good in that marking contest. Sees a teammate way out wide and finds him on the chest. Looking for some movement. Goes inboard and Caswell then chips nicely. Finds Carlson Cantilla on the move.
Big opportunity here to go for his second one of the quarter.
In fact, it's Michael Thompson.
It's Thompson?
Thompson, man with the number 7, not 17.
Yet to score a goal today. Just want to put a 10-point lead on the board for the Bombers. All tied up at quarter time.
Palmerston Magpies with 10 scoring shots. This will be the Tiwi's 10th. And it is a minor score. So 7-3-45 plays 6-4-40. One straight kick would have the Palmerston Magpies in front. Again, Davey with that beautiful left foot. Brings it out. Hamad over the footy, toes it forward. Carlson Cantilla picks up, taken in the tackle, drops the footy. Hamad wins his free kick. Little chip. Finds Bremner.
He's going to have to be quick here. Or just no, he's settling it down. He's going to happy to go in the way it is.
Mark taken there by Barnett. Kick was poor, cut off. Lambton went through his legs, went back in and got it. Brilliant play. Palmerston still with an opportunity here. Barnett with the footy, needs to get it forward. Goes through Boyle. Hands off to Wise. Wise to the middle, to Frith. Can he find a target? Almost. Wilson stopped. Tippermundamerry didn't. He's still going for the footy. And I tell you what, that could absolutely have been a goal saver there for the Tiwi Bombers. Half-time here at TIO Stadium.
Yeah, it certainly was. A 5 points in at 7-3-45 to 6-4-40. We've got a game on our hands. You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season at Towards Zero round, live on NT News and Community TV. We're back shortly with the second half.
This weekend is Towards Zero Road Safety Round.
Too many lives are lost on territory roads because of drink driving.
If you're heading out for a few drinks, plan how you'll get home safely.
Mates don't let mates drink and drive.
Line up a sober bob. It could be a mate, taxi, bus or someone else.
We all have a responsibility to make the right choices on our roads.
We are once again partnering with road safety to encourage safe road behaviours.
In this round, we'll wear zero Guernseys and yellow armbands to honour lives lost.
Each year, 42 people die and over 400 are seriously injured on territory roads.
No one should have to go through the pain of losing a loved one.
Look out for pedestrians, especially at night. Slow down and stay alert.
Play your part in reducing road trauma by making smart choices.
Let's drive like our lives are worth living.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Azalea's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 16 clash from TIO Stadium in conjunction with Towards Zero. AFL NT welcomes you back to our Towards Zero round, which aims to create and promote safer road transport systems where no person is killed or seriously injured on Northern Territory roads. I'm Nick Danks, my commentary partner this evening, Dom McCormack. And Dom, we've got a good game in our hands, 7-3-45 to 6-4-40. It was all tied up at quarter time, 5-point lead now to the Bombers.
Yeah, good contest between both the Maggies and the Tiwi Bombers, been terrific. 10 scoring shots apiece. Accuracy is the only difference at the moment. I was just saying to you off air, it was a Cantilla fest for the Tiwi Bombers there in the second quarter. Kim Cantilla, Brendan Cantilla and Carlson Cantilla all kicking goals. Jack Steele as well for Palmerston Frith, Naif Hamed and Jordan Rosengren. So see how they go in the second quarter.
24 inside 50s to 23 in favour of the Bombers. Free kicks 6-3 in favour of Palmerston.
There he goes again. Tanner Blackney noticed straight out of the middle. Then a big punt inside 50 for the Bombers. Steele hard at it. Picks up the footy really nicely. Kicks it, keeps it in. Trapped by the Palmerston Magpies. That's a great kick from Jaden Mick. Finds Wharf. So again, just good play by both teams. The endeavour's been terrific. Ball missed there by Agnew. Close to the boundary. Picked up by Alwyn Davey. Sweeping handball is good. Comes back to Agnew. Couldn't get hold of it. Taken there by the Tiwi Bombers in Twycross. McLean in and out of the tackle magnificently. He's left some carnage behind him.
Well, Davis, when we grab a drink,
I will.
Just waiting for the ball. Getting up a bit gingerly though.
So the Bombers across half back. Caswell and Bedford.
Looks like Riley Lua trying to run that knock off.
Up to Thompson, who has a bounce. Ball came back to him nicely. Still going. Will he have another one? He might need it. He's taken in the tackle. He's done. Well done. Well, the Palmerston Magpies there in Dylan Wise stuck to his task, got his man, rewarded with the free kick. Handball to Hamad. Out there towards Elijah Davey and can't find him before the ball goes over the boundary. So we'll all take a moment to reset here.
The other games this round, Nightcliff defeated Waratahs by 19 points last night. Early today here, St Mary's defeated Darwin Buffaloes by 129. And right now at Norbuilt, Southern Districts are leading Wanderers at three-quarter time by 84 points.
Southern Districts, they are the team to beat in this competition. Tanner Blackney grabbed hold of his opponent and swung him around. Free kick naturally to the Palmerston Magpies. Good kick out to Agnew. Saw him only moments ago on this wing. He's taken a mark out there, but the ball was out of bounds on the full. So Kurt Dunn to take the resultant free kick. Long kick, Frith up high. Ball comes to the back of the pack. Mucking around with it. Carlson Cantilla did it beautifully though. Made it look fantastic. Kick up to Steele. Can't take the grab. Kim Cantilla looking to lay the tackle. Little toe poke off the ground. Ends up in the hands of Wharf. Comes inboard and goes to his captain, Wilson. Nice kick from him. Alwyn Davey takes off through the middle. Good handball. No, it's not to Hamad. Lockyer missed it. Hamad regathers. Kick inside 50 is dangerous. Thumped away there for the Tiwi Bombers. That's good defensive play. The little chip now up to McLean. Thompson has a few cracks at it. Handball is poor. Turnover. Maggie's now with an opportunity. Little sliding handball comes to Wilson. Long kick. Daru in very good position. Can't take the mark. Ball held up here at the top of the goal square. The umpire will call for it. Gee, I thought Daru would definitely take the mark there.
He's taken a couple of good ones today. And both sides now got something to play for. Tiwi Bombers going to keep their season alive by winning tonight. And Palmerston will move off the bottom of the ladder with the result that's happening at Southern Districts at Norbuilt.
Quick kick come out of the pack and a minor score. So Palmerston the first to score in this third quarter. They move to 6-5-41. 4-point ball game here at the 4 minute mark of this third quarter.
And of course they want to stuff the bottom ladder. They need to win tonight because as I said they've got the grand finalists of last year to come home with in Southern Districts and St Mary's. Thank you, the AFL draw.
Yes, I think their last opportunity to win tonight without being disrespectful to the Palmerston Magpies. Frith now with the footy, kicks this inside 50. The mark taken down there for the Tiwi Bombers. That's a great grab. Jack Brown that is. Tackle laid, ball spills for Keranua. Hams. Players in the clear. They're getting excited. The bounce from Cantilla. Up again to Keranua. Needs to be clean. Dances his way through nicely. Taken in the tackle. Got the handball away. Finds Steele. His palm off is good. Bends it around. Vigona Rioli underneath it. He takes the mark in front of Jaden Davey.
Yeah, did really well there, Rioli. Turned his body as soon as he take the mark. Some AFL experience. He's looking around here and he's going to take the opportunity, and the goal umpire hasn't moved. And that ball's gone out of the ground as well, so there's someone chasing that one.
He was looking for opportunities inboard. There was Vigona Rioli, and no one seemed to present, so he had a lazy kick over his left shoulder. Looked untidy off the boot, but straight through the middle.
Yeah, got away with this one though. He could have been nailed. It just escapes the tackle. Bit of a strange handball, but got away with it, and then just Steele's just banged this one across, and then the AFL experience of Rioli takes this mark on the chest and just turns his back. We're just going to miss it in the replay here. He just turns away from Davey just to make sure that he couldn't spoil that ball. Back to 10 points.
An important goal kick there by one of the Tiwi Bomber leaders. Daru now against Blackney Noda. Blackney Noda butters up again. Handballs forward. Getting in the way there was Rosengren. Kicked a good goal in the second quarter. Blackney Noda in again. And a free kick comes back to Hamad. He's done some real damage since going into the middle for the Palmerston Magpies. A good player. Now, who can he find? It's called to play on. Will go long. Down there towards the captain in Wilson. Comes off the hands there of Jacob Brown. Kurt Dunn takes the footy. Handball out to Munkara. And the pressure. Rosengren had it, lost it. Chip out wide. Vigona Rioli all by himself at centre wing. Taps the ball to the ground nicely. Up to Brendan Cantilla. Tries to step inboard, steps away. Goes again to William Munkara. Bedford couldn't take it, tried to barge his way through. Handballs to Vigona Rioli. On the right boot, snap at goal, Steele's there. The ball's batted away by Armstrong towards the boundary, and he wins his team a boundary throw-in. Well done, Palmerston.
You've just got to get our scoreboard fixed up. It's actually a 10-point margin at the moment, 8-3-51 to 6-5-41. 7-minute mark of the third quarter.
So boundary throw-in to take place here. Players resetting. Blackney Noto to go up against Riley Boyle. Just out-bodies him easily. Tried to get a little kick away, missed the footy. Frith. Handball to Davey. Nice. Good play by Palmerston. Working their way well through defence. Kick up to the advantage of Sean Wilson. Ball sits for him. Comes inboard. Little chip to Barnett, missed the footy. Lockyer got it away by hand. Handball on the up to Lewis Smith. That's a poor kick. He had targets and he just blazed away long. The Tiwi Bomber backline, steady. Through Kurt Dunn. Bites off the easy kick and goes to Nigel Lockyer. Tries to drill a pass, almost dragged in there by Ryan Wharf. Taken in a tackle by Bedford. And there's a wrestle on the ground between those two, Bedford and Ryan Wharf. The umpire had called for a free kick. In fact, he's just going to ball it up here.
A bit of needless pushing and shoving there by a couple of players.
Hamad taken down by way of a high tackle there. So takes the free kick at half-back for the Palmerston Magpies. Just needs to steady play down. Little chip is good. Mark taken there by Perry Lewis-Smith. Scott
Bedford's throwing his weight around a little bit at the moment. He probably just needs to take a deep breath or spent some time on the bench. He's thrown his body at the legs when that wrestle was on and was lucky not to get pinged by the umpire.
Jaden Davey now, the long kick downfield. No mark taken, ball cleared by the Bomber defence. Straight back though to Perry Lewis-Smith. Plays on, receives the handball back again. Lambton out wide, made position really well on that far wing. Needs to pick up the footy in front of Carlson. Cantilla now is pursuing him all the way. He went to ground. Cantilla did not. Players in the clear. 3 bounces. Shepherd laid behind the play. Chip up is actually a poor kick by Cantilla. Did his teammate no favours, and Davey handles the situation magnificently. Receives the footy back. Steps through traffic nicely. Up into the middle of the ground. Goes to Sean Wilson. Handball's off to Ahmad. He's got a good long kick, and that's exactly what he'll do. Long ball inside 50. Scoring opportunity for the Palmerston Magpies. They were the team that kept their head, Nick.
Absolutely. I think the bench listened to me because they subbed him as soon as I said it. So he was just getting a bit leery down there. From memory, the umpire did have a word to him, and he's just said, come off for a few seconds, take a breath, and we'll bring you back on.
So Declan Barnett taking a good, strong mark. Opportunity here to kick Palmerston Magpies 7th. Kick on goal, and he has put that straight through the middle as Declan Barnett. Second goal for him for the night. More importantly, the Maggies 7-5, 47, trailing Tiwi by only 4 points, 8-3, 51. 11 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was
I should say the third quarter.
It's been a fast game. It's it was all tied up at quarter time. 5-point lead to the Bombers at half time, and we're back to 4 points now as we watch the replay here. Just plenty of time. There's bodies everywhere today. The first side to settle down and look and lower their eyes. It's everywhere. There's vacancies and spots open. 3 on 4 there. And just a big strong mark, and then went back and kicked the goal.
Very impressed with Jaden Davey in that piece of play.
Yeah, played well tonight.
Was terrific. All 3 Davies have had their moments tonight, and that was very good.
Bit of a head count going on here, I think. All right, yep, umpire's just got the all clear. We lost one of the players who's just coming back into the middle.
So 6-6-6 warning against the Tiwi Bombers there, with Francis Tipungwoody out of position. Blackney Noda winning the footy down. Palmerston should take it from the middle. Hamad had it, lost it, just soccers off the ground. That's a good kick. Out into the position there for Wilson Fletcher. Harp and under from him. Stanley Tipalora under that footy. Couldn't grab hold of it. Palmerston with numbers and in the back. High is the call. So Palmerston now, an opportunity to go back and have a direct kick at goal and take the lead.
Elijah Davies was the only one wanting that ball then. A really silly tackle in the end because he was on top of the ball. He just needed to tackle him cleanly, not dive into his back. And as soon as he dived in the back, the umpires pinged him for it.
He's had a good night, Elijah Davey.
Yeah, it's a big one tonight here for the Magpies to win this one. They're off the bottom of the ladder.
So right of centre, kicking from 35. And he knew that was a goal the moment that it left his boot. Well done, Elijah Davey. Kicks his first for the night in the third quarter. More importantly, Palmerston 8-5, 53. Tiwi Bombers 8-3, 51. Palmerston lead by 2 points.
Yeah, we watched this out of the middle. Did well. It messed around a little bit there, but got away clearly. Great soccer off the ground. That's a big kick.
That was like 45 metres.
Yeah, he's nailed that one. And then we'll just watch the clumsy tackle if we get it in the replay. It's knock forward there, just to all the pack. One person was called play on there by the umpire, and then one won it, and he just comes straight over the top into his back, and the umpire's going to pay that all day, every day.
So Jacob Brown, the offender on that occasion for the Tiwi Bombers. Elijah Davey, a lovely kick to finish. Daru wins the ruck contest. Over the footy for the Maggies, Oliver. And they can't get it out. Blackney Noda in there working hard. Last man to get up, Bedford. Tosses it to Hamad. Gee, if that was in the AFL, it would have been a free kick straight to the Maggies. Thompson over the footy, gets a handball out. Tackle laid immediately. Pressure right on here. Palmerston, you can sense it, Nick. They feel as though they are right in this game. So too they are. 2 points in front.
Yeah, we've done a couple of Tiwi games this season. They've looked fabulous for a quarter and then they just go missing for a little while. And at the moment, they just need to get back into this game.
McLean, lovely handball. Finds Kim Cantilla. Kick was somewhat uppish. Jack Steele couldn't take the grab. Palmerston's defence now. Handball through Lambton. Another quick handball comes out to Wilson. Just needs to be calm, and he is. Free kick advantage is paid here. Oliver wasn't sure. Tipalora punches that one away beautifully. Unfamiliar role for him playing in defence. Normally a forward. And he's presented beautifully on the last few occasions.
Yeah, I think the umpire should have pulled that one back because every player stopped. Once they get to that stage, the advantage is gone and it was always going to end up out of bounds.
So Riley Boyle up against Tanner Blackney-Nota. Falls short. Wilson farms out a handball. Quick kick comes from Alwyn Davey. Oh, Hams, that was brilliant. Little touch, got to Lockyer. Over the back, Jack Steele, no, not quite. The Palmerston defence up to the job here. Armstrong did beautifully. Kick up through centre wing. Blackney-Nota taking the footy. Just throws it forward to his advantage momentarily. Ahmad to Frith. Now needs to get the footy forward, and he did to Barnett. Heard the voice of Wilson, who's been so prominent for his team. Long kick now. Daru in perfect position. He's worked under the footy, but a hold is the call. Daru with the free. And he'll kick from 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
There's a few Palmerston supporters in the room. There's a lot of noise then for that one, and he's pinged that one through.
So well done to Ben Daru. Kicks his second. One in the first, another in this third quarter. Palmerston, can you believe it? They extend their lead. 9-5-59 to Tiwi 8-3-51. 16 minutes gone, and Nick, at the moment, Tiwi don't look like getting a goal.
No, they don't. It's 12 inside 50s to 6 this quarter, and it was 23-24 at half time. But it's just, there's bodies everywhere loose today. And as I said, the first side just to settle down and pick out their targets are going to win, and this is exactly what happened there. Held him off the ball, not happy with it, but certainly did. And the big full forward's gone back and put that one through for his second goal of the night.
Back in the middle, getting a little bit worrying here if you're a Tiwi Bombers supporter. Or maybe not. This is just the usual roller coaster.
Yeah.
Tanner Blackney-Nota takes that out of the ruck contest, then soccers it away. Wharf and Vigona Rioli in a race for the footy. Wharf overran it, goes back in and gets the footy wrapped up in a tackle. The umpire will take it. Good contest. Half forward for the Bombers. Important for their finals hope if they want to stay alive. Blackney-Nota wins that one down. Oh, cool, calm and collected from Vigona Rioli. That was brilliant. Up inside 50, no mark taken. Away they go through Wise. Receives the handball back again from Lewis Smith. Tiwi player tossed away. Hard at it here at half forward. Little kick. Came away there from Apua Timmy. No mark taken. Kim Cantilla working at ground level, so too Thompson. Goes the chip, Jack Steele in the contest, can't take the grab. Ball bobbling around. Up it goes from Tipungwuti. Jack Steele underneath it. Tried to get a kick away and couldn't. Jaden Davey caught with the ball. Socket. Lewis Smith up into the middle of the ground. Tiwi well organised, well positioned. Ball goes to McLean. Kick came from Caswell. Another dangerous kick. Steele in the contest, so too Vigona Rioli. It comes to the back. Dangerous handball cut off by Carlson Cantilla and rushed through for the minor score.
You might have a chat with him at training during the week about handballing across the face of goal, but got away with that. There was a shot there though by Michael Thompson. He kicked it over his head and that one went straight up in the air, but well controlled by the Palmerston defence.
Kick comes into Frith, and Anthony Munkara, the key forward for the Bombers, just unsighted for most of this game. The Tiwi Bombers not really getting much value from him. Handball coming out there through Klein. Now the kick from Frith. Oh, Bedford was up high. Couldn't take the grab. Lewis Smith gathers the footy. Long kick down towards Brown. Gathers. Kicks out to Hams. On the chase is Barnett. Hams a nice left footer. Looking for and finding Twycross on the bounce. Brown inboard. Twycross goes long. His target was Bedford. He didn't get to him. Wise cut it off. His kick is poor. Cut off again now by Twycross. This time to McLean. Into the middle of the ground. Goes to Kurt Dunn on the bounce. Palmerston with numbers though. Around the footy. Well represented. Bremner. Mark dropped just when they didn't need it to be. Riley Boyle gathers. Cut off here by McLean on centre wing. Handball to Dunn. His little chip is very good out to Blackney Noda. Wharf on the chase. Blackney Noda taken without the footy, and he will take the free kick.
What's that for?
He's going to move it quickly, and that he does. Just runs away from Wharf. Drills a pass inside the corridor. Kim Cantilla lining up for his third.
Yeah, he asked the umpire then what was that for. It was pretty obvious what it was for. He took him out the ball at all, and I think he was just happy to get out of the road of Blackney Noda.
Ryan Wharf has run all the way from giving away that free kick, and he's running towards our commentary position now to come off the ground. Not a happy man. Kim Cantilla, a goal in the first quarter, goal in the second. His team needs this. 3 steps, kicks on goal, and that is a poor effort. Out of bounds on the full.
Is this one we've got to go and get that ball, even though there's one sitting right next to him?
Hamad asking if we can use the other footy, and the umpire said no, go and jump the fence. Which he does. Palmerston Magpies, a few rotations happening here off the bench. And Hamad now from the back pocket. Little chip is good. Gee, Lewis Smith, hasn't he worked his way into this game from the second quarter? Lambton takes the mark. Anthony Munkara minding that. He goes back to Hamad. Moves the ball quickly. Munkara in the action. Did really well. Put the pressure on. Kept the footy in play. Goes by hand. Lambton takes it. Goes to Wilson. The high flyers are there. Done. Killed that footy and put it over the boundary line. Well done.
Can't mess around with the Tiwi Bombers. If you chip the ball around like that, they will hunt you down. One thing they do go well is for the ball. And so the opportunity here is to have as little possessions as possible for Palmerston. Just keep knocking it forward. Because if not, they are going to get cut off.
Anthony Munkara has just come from the ground, looking a little bit worse for wear. Blackney Noda takes the ball again out of the ruck contest. Kicks up to half forward. Spillage. Lambton, desperate, dived onto the footy, got it out. Still over the footy, still working hard. Pressuring him, Carlson Cantilla. Little chip comes out, Frith gathers, he's taken in a ball and all tackle. Stanley Tipalora tried to steal it away. The umpire had already blown the whistle. Pressure on here, 22 and a half minutes gone. 59 plays 52. Palmerston in the lead by 7. Quick kick comes from Lewis Smith. Out wide here. Ball in the hands of Munkara. And the mark taken. Stanley Tipalora. He's just come back on the ground, replacing Anthony Munkara. And instead of going into defence, he's gone forward. An opportunity here to bring the Tiwi Bombers within 1 point, close to three-quarter time. Crosses the double zeros. Kick on its way. And he misses to the far side.
Had a couple opportunities this quarter, the Bombers, to get themselves back in front. And that's probably going to do it for this quarter.
Another point on the board there for the Tiwi Bombers. 8-5-53. Palmerston 9-5-59. So it is a 1-goal ball game here. Jaden Davey brings the footy back into play on the siren for three-quarter time.
So there it is. It was all tied up at quarter time. 5-point lead to the Tiwi Bombers at half time. An 11-point turnaround now with Palmerston leading by one straight kick, 8-5-53 to 9-5-59. You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season towards zero round, live on NT News and Community TV. Don't go anywhere, back with a massive final quarter.
This weekend is towards zero road safety round.
Too many lives are lost on territory roads because of drink driving.
If you're heading out for a few drinks, plan how you'll get home safely.
Mates don't let mates drink and drive.
Line up a sober bob. It could be a mate, taxi, bus or someone else.
We all have a responsibility to make the right choices on our roads.
We are once again partnering with road safety to encourage safe road behaviours.
In this round, we'll wear zero Guernseys and yellow armbands to honour lives lost.
Each year, 42 people die and over 400 are seriously injured on territory roads.
No one should have to go through the pain of losing a loved one.
Look out for pedestrians, especially at night. Slow down and stay alert.
Play your part in reducing road trauma by making smart choices.
Let's drive like our lives are worth living.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 16 clash here from TIO Stadium. In conjunction with Towards Zero, AFL NT aims to create and promote a safer road transport system where no person is killed or seriously injured on Northern Territory roads, a fabulous promotion towards Zero Round. My name is Nick Danks, commentary partner Dom McCormack. And Dom, we've really got a game in our hands, only one goal in it, 8-5-53 to 9-5-59. Tiwi Bombers need to win to keep their season alive, and Palmerston, after the results that's just happened with Southern Districts beating Wanderers by 123 points, Palmerston will move off the bottom of the ladder.
Really important for both teams, isn't it? In its own way. I mean, Palmerston, who wants to finish last? Not really. So Palmerston don't want to do that. Tiwi, they need to keep their finals hopes alive here. They are the sort of team that can do anything. You never know what might happen over the next two rounds for them, but they're irrelevant if they lose tonight.
Absolutely. Nightcliff did beat Waratah last night by 19 points, and earlier today here at TIO, St Mary's defeated Darwin Buffaloes by 129. But really, Tiwi Bombers had to win today, and then hopefully everything falls in their favour to make the finals, but they lost today, and that's the end of it. And it was all even at quarter time, 5-point lead to the Bombers at half time, but a 6-point lead now to Palmerston, and it was 15 inside 50s at quarter to 12, so not much in it.
Up he goes again. Tanner Blackney-Noda loses the footy to Daru. Palmerston, they thump it forward. Hams traps the footy at centre half back. Well done. Professional that he is. Play footy, of course, for the Palmerston Magpies. He's here representing the Tiwi Bombers. Daru uses his big body, grabs hold of the footy out of the ruck contest, wrapped up in the tackle. Yeah, this is the move. If Tanner Blackney-Noda's in there, he's got to be manned up by Ben Daru. Both of them had good nights in their own way. Daru gets that one down. Bedford, the look-away handball has not worked. Little chip up and under, gathered by Munkara. Ball kicked into Bedford. Wharf takes it, and Bedford, he's had a little bit of a running battle with Wharf, and he's gone high there and given away the free kick, so Wharf wins that one.
He's had a bit of a dark night, Bedford. Got replaced for him a few minutes there earlier because he'd lost a bit of temper, and that was a silly tackle. He got him head high right from the word go.
He'd actually been playing pretty well before that. Kick from Ahmad. Taken away here by the Bomber defence. Kick up to Steele. Looked like he got blinded by the lights momentarily there. Ball tapped professionally by Armstrong to the boundary. Wins his team a boundary throw-in. Good contest. Well done.
Yeah, you can see Jack still turn his head, then he lost that ball completely.
Yeah, not the easiest at times. I've been out there just having a little bit of a kick to kick, and if the ball goes in the wrong spot, you end up with the ball on your forehead. Blackney-Noda up against Riley Boyle. Boyle at the back. Dancing his way through Michael Thompson. That looked fantastic. Out here towards Vigona Rioli. Dayton Davey tried to take the mark, couldn't. Outpointed by Vigona Rioli. Did beautifully. Handball off to Cantilla. Shot on goal is missing to the left.
And Willie not happy with that one.
Oh, it's a beautiful kick in. Lambton just waiting out wide. Nice kick to Alwyn Davey. Just misjudged it slightly. Thompson pursuing the footy. Great tap back to Dunn. Finds Lockyer. Little chip goes back to Thompson.
I think Davey stopped running then. I think he thought he was going to keep going, and he pulled up for the ball, and it's just gone over the top of his head.
Vigona Rioli with the possession here at half forward. Nice kick. Finds his captain in Kim Cantilla. I reckon that's one of the first kicks tonight that has actually gone lace out to Kim Cantilla. He's taken the mark.
He's run into a few of the other ones and managed to get to
it. Made them look good.
Yeah.
That one did look good.
Going for his third.
Going for his third. Kick one in the first, one in the second. Was not really sighted in the third quarter. This is important. His usual 3 steps. Kicks on goal. Stanley Tipalora salutes, and so does the rest of the team. Straight through for his third goal. But more importantly, the Tiwi Bombers have their 9th on the board, 9-6-60, leading the Palmerston Magpies 9-5-59. Bombers back in front by 1 point.
Yeah, big one there. It's interesting to see who gets this one underway early for this one. Don't forget, though, tickets are available via Ticketmaster for the 2 AFL matches here at TIO Stadium, beginning with the Gold Coast Suns taking on St Kilda on Saturday the 9th of May, followed by the Suns taking on Port Adelaide on the 15th of May. Tickets available through Ticketmaster.
Well done by Kim Cantilla, a real captain's goal. Vigona Rioli featuring heavily, so too Michael Thompson. Blackney Noda now winning the ball out of the ruck contest again. Palmerston going to work. Bremner didn't pick it up. Ball comes to Vigona Rioli again. The look-away handball. Second look-away handball cut off there by Mick. Stolen. Up into forward 50. Cantilla kicks on goal. This time it's Carlson. That was spectacular. He kicks his second. He had one in the second quarter. That was brilliant for his second one in the fourth quarter. And all of a sudden, the Bombers, they lead by 7 points.
Yeah, 10-6, 66 to 9-5, 59. So it's another point to be added to our scoreboard at the moment. Yeah, it's what the Bombers needed to start this one. Just going to see what Palmerston do now. It's been happened before in the last quarter where Tiwi went ahead really early, kicked a couple of quick ones, and then Palmerston fall back. At one stage, it was 8 inside 50s to 0.
Blackney Noda with the first touch, trying to barge his way through the middle again. Palmerston get it forward. Thompson gets a handball away. Will be cut off here by Daru. His handball sets his teammate a task, but he dances through the traffic beautifully. Pumps the ball inside 50. No mark. Brown gets the handball away. Under pressure now. Davey got it to a teammate. Little look away handball taken by Bremner was good. Got it to Frith, back to Bremner. Tried to bat it away, but a whistle has sounded. Free kick here to the Palmerston Magpies.
Yeah, took him out without the ball then.
Lewis Smith it is, in fact. He takes this free kick. Man on the mark outside 50. Drills a pass inboard. Wilson, that was touched on the way through. Dangerous kick up to the goal square. No mark taken. Ball pops out the back. Vigona Rioli in contest there with Lambton. Gets a handball away. Barnett, quick shot on goal. Is a behind. He's been good, Declan Barnett. He's kicked 2. That was almost his third.
Back to one straight kick, the difference.
McLean brings the ball in, and that's a fantastic ball. Straight up the centre. Mark taken by Bedford. Back to playing good footy. Kicks it out wide. Looking for and finding Jacob Brown. Handball over the top goes to the running man in Thompson on this occasion. Drilling ball inside 50. Mark taken. There he is again, Carlson Cantilla. Number 7. Passing off beautifully to number 17.
He's already kicked 2 tonight, going for his third. One straight kick the difference at the moment, 10-6, 66 to 9-6, 60. Just got a bit of a lag with our scoreboard tonight. Bit of stretching going out there for some of the Palmerston players.
Oh, so too some of the Tiwi Bomber players. Yep. Lambton out there giving Bedford a hand as Carlson Cantilla lopes in for a very important kick at goal, and he's pushed that one to the right-hand side. So Tiwi 10-7, 67, Palmerston 9-6, 60, 7-point ball game at the 7-minute mark. Jaden Davey brings the ball back into play. Target is Boyle. Up high was Lockyer. Dropped the mark. Away go Palmerston. Wilson to Wharf. Left foot kick is good into the middle. Goes to Barnett. Wharf cruising past. Didn't go that way. Got numbers out wide. Comes to Fletcher. Takes the grab. Goes back inboard. Kick not quite good enough for the captain. McLean. Tiwi Bombers are out here. Tanner Blackney Noda drops what he should have taken. Bedford runs in support. Blackney Noda now. Long kick down towards Cantilla. Doesn't grab it. William Vigona Rioli takes it. Handball. Gets it to a teammate who kicks a high up and under. Kim Cantilla went the high fly, couldn't take the grab. And the ball is out of play for a boundary throw in deep in that left forward pocket.
Yeah, shame there for the Magpies. They had a couple of guys loose in there, decided to check it inside, but it kept going down the wing. There was 2 or 3 guys running loose, and opportunity missed there for the Magpies.
So the Tiwi Bombers putting on some pressure. 15 scoring shots to 17 in favour of the Tiwi Bombers for the match. Boyle from the back, got it beautifully to a teammate in Lewis Smith, hacked it out wide. Sean Wilson on the chase, so too McLean. Wilson takes a moment to pick it up, taken in the tackle. Ball spills to McLean. Palmerston arrive in numbers. Shuffled out the back to Wilson, who did brilliantly to get it to Jaden Davey. Receives it back again. Goes to Frith, taken in a tackle by Bedford. Davey, they lose it over the boundary line. Well done by Bedford. Nailed his opponent in a tackle and let him know all about it. So boundary throw in on centre wing. That was an important contest. The ruck contest now. Tanner Blackney-Noda up against Riley Boyle. It's gone short. Blackney-Noda takes it out of that contest. Handball's back inboard. Boyle takes the handball. Passes off to Rosengren. Bedford on the chase. Little handball comes out to Wilson. Paddles it to his own advantage. Now kicks long. Daru has to make a contest. Does. Spillage comes to Elijah Davey. Gets the handball off to Daru. Shows a good turn of pace for a big man. Kick. High up and under. Terrific grab taken by Bremner. And he's going to turn it over here. Alwyn Davey. And there's a double turnover. Alwyn Davey had put his opponent Twycross on the ground. Then he was put down. The double turnover sees Palmerston, unless something happens here, Nick, with the free kick.
Yeah, they're both running towards that ball when they marked. They just tripped over each other, and then he got up and then shoved him, and then, of course, you've seen what's happened, and they're all still pushing and shoving. A lot of carry on here for 2 sides that have pretty much season's nearly over for both of them.
Yep, the free kick has to come back to Davey here, I would say.
Yep. Bit like an NFL play there. It was two fouls made it 0.
Well, it was very undisciplined play by both players for their respective teams.
Important kick here.
Davey exceptionally fortunate to have the ball in his hands now. It's a very important kick. This to put them within 1 point of the Tiwi Bombers. 11 minutes into this last quarter. Skips over 50. Kick on its way. Straight through the middle. Alwyn Davey puts that on the board. An important kick for the Palmerston Magpies. And it is a 1-point ball game here at TIO Stadium.
Yeah, it's always a great sign when the goal umpire's walking backwards looking above his head. You know where the ball's going, so just moved away from the line in case one of the ruckmen came through and touched it. But a big one there, but again, very, very lucky to get that free kick. A turnaround free kick, then got it back himself. 1-point ball game. As we watch the replay for this one, just a lot of pushing and shoving. We missed the main part of it there, unfortunately, but just really unlucky to get that ball taken off when the Tiwi Bombers were. But we've got a game in our hands, 1 point in it, halfway through the final quarter.
Great leadership there from Ben Daru, just dragging his player out of it and saying, hey, mate, you've got the free here. Go back and kick the goal, and he did. Here he is again, the big man in the middle, winning it for his team. Couldn't quite get it away. Lockyer on the left boot, pumps the ball inside 50. No mark taken. Mick comes away with the handball, goes to Jaden Davey, little chip out wide to Frith. Cantilla puts the pressure on. Lewis Smith, tidy with the footy. Goes to Daru, couldn't take the grab. Over the footy was Boyle, taken now by Lockyer. Daru in there again, just that big body. Lockyer did beautifully. Gathers the footy. Lua in battle there with Bigona Rioli. He paddles it in front of himself. Another little toe poke was good. Gets it to Keranua. Taken in the tackle, close to the boundary. Ball spills out. Wharf now steps around nicely. Goes to Frith and finds him at half back. He's slung down. I thought that was a mark.
So did I. It's got to be. It must have gone out of bounds. Was
just waiting to see what happens here.
Yeah, it's gone out of bounds.
He took the mark.
Yeah, he must have marked it over the boundary line. A bit hard to see from this angle, of course. We're right on the other side of the ground, but
May have been touched initially.
Yep.
So Blackney Noda just paddling it back to Lockyer was brilliant. He goes again. His third kick inside 50 in the last minute and a half. Soccer through. Will it bounce? Will it bounce through? Yes, it will, but for the minor score. So the Tiwi Bombers 2 points, Nick, sorry.
Yeah, 2 points in it now.
So Jaden Davey takes the footy. Just chips sideways. Palmerston. They look more in control at the moment, Palmerston. Long kick towards centre wing. Daru. Ball punched away from him brilliantly by Jacob Brown. Wins his team a boundary throw in 60 around from their goal.
Yeah, just need to settle down again, Palmerston did, like they did in the last part of that third quarter where they chipped the ball around and watching. There's heaps of room out there for them.
Blackney Noda clears a path, goes back into it to try and take the foot. He's going to win a free kick. No, he's not. Thought he was taken high. Handball comes out to Wilson, to the run of Lambton. Looks good. That kick is not so good. Oh, play on was the call. I thought the Tiwi Bomber player was taken down. The snap-on goal from Palmerston is a behind.
Big opportunity there.
That was a massive opportunity there. 1 point ball game again. Palmerston 10-7-67, Tiwi 10-8-68. 15 minutes gone. Kurt Dunn now. Goes to the outer side. Little chip. Partner in crime in Braden McLean. Long kick. Looking out at centre wing for Nigel Lockyer. Wonderful leap and mark from Lockyer. Long kick again inside 50. Ball over the back. Vigona Rioli should take first possession. Snaps on goal. Kicks on goal. Rolls it through beautifully. Brilliant goal there from William Vigona Rioli. And he kicks his third for the night.
Big important goal there for the Bombers. 11-8-74. 10-7-67. As we watch the replay again, just the skill. He just dropped over the top, was looking for Rioli from the moment he got the ball. Then into the 50. Just took a bit of a dive there, but Rioli was standing at the back all by himself, and give him those opportunities. He'll do that every day of the week, and just dribbled that one through for a goal. To put the Tiwi Bombers a little bit comfortable in front now, you would think. Palmerston definitely going to have to get the next goal.
Daru working hard in the middle of the ground, brushes off an opponent, handballs to Lewis Smith. Little chip inside is good. Declan Barnett takes it. His kick also good. Well done by Brown. Contest between he and Alwyn Davey, excellent. They see it out over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. There's been so many good players, Nick, for both teams.
Yeah,
they've both had a crack, haven't they?
Absolutely. There's both these guys tonight. Came to this game today not knowing what to expect, but I've really enjoyed it. It's been a good, hard-fought contest.
Lockyer wins the ruck contest. Brown just going to soccer off the ground. It's going to work too. Straight out to Stanley Tipalora. Teammates telling him to steady. He goes long, looking for the run out there of Kim Cantilla, who takes the mark. It's been good for his team, the captain. Drills inboard and finds the teammate in Anthony Munkara on the chest. Well, the Tiwi Bombers, they are winning the important contests here at the moment. 17 and a half minutes gone, and they lead by 7 points.
Yeah, it's the quarter that Patrick Bowden would have asked for there at three-quarter time, and they've come out and they've not stopped running.
Anthony Munkara with the deliberate kick on goal, and that's come right off the side of the boot and gone out of bounds on the full. Well, he has not had a good night, Anthony Munkara.
You can see the funny side of that. He could have that shot all day, and that's the only time he'll do that. But he's cleared everything.
Oh, terrible kick from such a talented and skillful player. Palmerston now, they do have time. Move the ball to the grandstand wing. Kurt Dunn just uses his body beautifully at ground level, picks up the footy, dragged it back in again. He's going to be pinged here. Oh, the umpire. The Palmerston players cannot believe it. Bremner had him wrapped up, and the umpire to ball it up.
And Ryan Wolf's just come off with a hamstring, pulled it straight away, called to the thing, and he's come straight off.
Lockyer up against Lewis Smith. Palmerston get it out. Lewis Smith got the little kick out, kicked it straight into his opponent's head. Ball comes to the back of the pack. Blackney Noda, high up and under. Jack Steele in the contest, couldn't take the grab. Anthony Munkara thought he might have been taken high, and that is the call. He's played on, and it's touched through. Did not have to play on. Minor score. 75 plays 67. Palmerston to bring it in quickly through Jaden Davey. Long kick out to Frith. Vigona Rioli in the contest did brilliantly. Goes back in again, so too Frith. Ball taken by the Maggies. They did really well to win that contest. Lambton hard at the footy. Spillage comes to Apuatimi. Out to Bedford. Handball's off to his teammate in Twycross. Inside 50. Steele drags it in. Somehow takes the mark. 35 from goal.
Yeah, good mark. Turned around on that well. Took it with one hand originally and then caught it with the other one around the back. Started the game off well, Steele did, and finished this one off here pretty comfortably. Could seal this for the Bombers with about 3 or 4 minutes left to play.
An 8-point ball game. This would make it 3 kicks to win for Palmerston Magpies if he can put it through. Almost time on here at TIO Stadium. He's taking his time with it. Jack Steele kicked a goal in the second quarter. Been serviceable for his team. Kick on the way. And he has absolutely nailed it for the Tiwi Bombers. 12-9, 81 leads the Palmerston Magpies. 10-7, 67. 20 and a half gone in the last quarter.
Yeah, to watch a replay here. Just knocked it forward at all costs. That's what Tiwi have done this quarter. They've just pushed it forward. They've not messed around with it. And then straight onto the chest and then across, and a big mark here coming up for Steele. Just took it with one hand and then grabbed it with the other. And then went back and kicked the goal for a 14-point lead. It was all tied up at quarter time. 5 points to Tiwi Bombers at half time. 6 points to Palmerston at three-quarter time. So a 20-point turnaround here in the final quarter with a couple of minutes left.
Sam Caswell was the one who delivered that ball to Jack Steele, delivered it nicely. Blackney Noda up high in the ruck contest. Taking it out again there, Sam Caswell. Well done. Steele again, crashing the pack. Vigona Rioli onto the footy. Chips, he saw a player in the clear. It's party time here for the Tiwi Bombers. An opportunity to play some regulation footy and just kick a goal, but no.
No, it's the Tiwi Bombers.
It's the Tiwi Bombers. Yeah, that's why we love them.
Why would you drop kick when you could kick it on the outside of your boot and try and curl it back in?
Oh, yeah. There were players running in the clear that could have received a handball, but no. That's not what they do. Player standing off the footy here, little handball to Bedford, tried to get it away into attacking 50, and he did. The Palmerston Magpies well represented there in numbers. Davey was always going to step inboard then onto his right boot. Long kick will be cut off here by McLean. There is a player down here for the Palmerston Magpies who has not gotten up in the Tiwi Bomber 50, and the umpires are stopping play here.
Yeah, I didn't see it happen, but he's just...
Harry Armstrong it is, and looks like he's done some damage to a leg maybe. I'm just not sure where he's holding here.
Yeah, he's not very happy.
No, he has been down since that scrimmage which led to the shot at goal.
Starting to get himself up now.
Tiwi Bomber players, in fact, coming in to help him up off the ground. And gee, Jack Steele's got his arm wrapped around his shoulder there and looking to help carry him off the ground.
Yeah. Blackney Noda there with him as well at the front of him. He looks a bit concerned as well.
So 22 and a half minutes gone here in this last quarter. The umpires need to make a decision here as to what's happening. Try and get this player off the ground if he can't continue any further.
Yeah, I don't think with the few minutes left to go, there's probably no need to take through interchange. Just take him off. They're signaling to the bench.
Oh, he's going back onto the ground here, so this is clearly serious.
It's So while this is going on, we're supposed to have a quick look at next week. Of course, 4 games on. Round 17 with 3 games on Saturday. 4 o'clock at TIO, Nightcliff and Wanderers. Tigers pretty much going to win that one, you would think, after what's happened today.
Indeed.
DXC at 6 o'clock, Pint and Darwin Buffaloes.
Oh, it should be Pint.
6:30 back here at TIO, St Mary's and Waratah.
St Mary's and Waratah, interesting game, although I think Saints should win, but I think Waratah will be somewhat embarrassed at the way that they lost to Nightcliff last night. I expect them to come out and really respond in that game.
They play this ground really well because they do run on this ground pretty well, and they've got a good handball side. And I've watched Waratah this season, and they've played really well in occasions.
Yeah,
but
they've got good players and a great midfield, Waratah.
And of course, St Mary's may have a ring in as well. And then on just a ring in, yeah. And of course, then on Sunday, 1 game, 3:30 at Norbuilt, Southern Districts and Palmerston.
Oh, look, given what Southern Districts have done today to Wanderers, I think they will continue on their merry way, the mighty Crocodiles.
Absolutely, and don't forget tickets are available through Ticketmaster now for the 2 AFL matches here at TIO Stadium. Gold Coast Suns and St Kilda. St Kilda, of course, this spent some money in the off-season.
I know quite a few people who are exceptionally excited that St Kilda are coming to the Northern Territory, particularly one Naziah Wanganeen-Millera. But also, as you say, they've spent the cash. They've got a lot of good players in that team. Fascinating to see how they go.
Yeah, especially with their coach, the way they play defensive football. I watched him that whole time in Fremantle, and so it'll be interesting to see what he does with this lineup. But then again, the Gold Coast Suns, I mean, they were unlucky last season not to go further than they did, and they've got some talent out there. Of course, a Brownlow medalist in their mob as well now, so the Suns could be a good side this year.
And not only a Brownlow medalist, but they've got a Norm Smith medalist in Christian Petrarca, who is going to add supremely to their midfield.
Absolutely.
I reckon they've now got the best midfield in the competition.
Yep, good side to bring up here. And then, of course, a week later, they take on Port Adelaide on Friday the 15th of May. And I'm a Port supporter, a tragic Port supporter, and I still don't know what I'm going to get this season. And you never do until about round 22, know what you've got for Port Adelaide. I mean,
well, you won't be alone there, Nick, but you're without 2 important elements. You're without Ken Hinkley, and you're without William Rioli. So it'll be fascinating to see how Port Adelaide go under the new leadership.
We've still got 1 year to go his contract, and Willie Rioli is up here. So
you reckon he might still get a game for Port Adelaide?
I could start a rumour.
You could start. It's now started.
Tickets now available, and I will speak to Willie when I see him and say if he wants to put the shirt back on. But of course, I think Port Adelaide a few years ago went through the season on top through the whole year, and then went straight out instead. So who knows when to get there. But we're really winding this one down. Last night, of course, in round 16 here, Nightcliff defeated Waratah by 19 points. Earlier today, St Mary's defeated Darwin Buffaloes by 129, and Southern Districts defeated Wanderers by 123. As we get back underway,
Harry Armstrong has come off the ground in a stretcher. He looks in all sorts of pain as the Tiwi Bombers enter forward 50 again. Stanley Tipalora not taking the grab there. Carlson Cantilla going for the impossible goal. Is it impossible? Yes, it is. At least on that occasion. He had a crack though. 26 and a half minutes gone here. Of course, a lot of time on now with that injury. Davey, straight up the ground. Lambton, it clears everybody. Daru at the back, needs to handle cleanly. He does beautifully, the big man. Chips out wide and finds a teammate. Frith, into the centre. Not the kick he was looking for. Cut off by Lockyer. Kicks long, down to Jack Steele, and he takes that on the chest. Just needs to steady here, and that's exactly what Jack Steele says. Just take some time off the clock.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the siren now. It wasn't that far away when the injury happened, so he's just lining this one up.
And Jack Steele hasn't really had a big night. He's kicked 2 goals. Opportunity to kick his 3rd here. The ultimate sealer.
Yeah, didn't deserve to get out by 21 points. Palmerston, they played really well, but looks like that might happen if he can pick this one.
Steele now wanders to 40. Kick on its way. The umpire does a little bit of work, but it's through for the major score. Well done, Jack Steele. He kicks his 2nd goal in this last quarter. 3 overall. And the Tiwi Bombers, they stay alive in 2025-26. 13-11-89 plays Palmerston. 10-7-67. Not too far away now from full time.
Yeah, 22 points. So a 28-point turnaround this quarter. It's all been Tiwi. All the inside 50s has been them as well. Palmerston have only got inside 54 times this quarter.
I reckon that's about the 5th or 6th time that Nigel Lockyer personally has driven the ball inside 50 in this quarter. He's had a huge last quarter. Massive reason as to why they're going to win this game, the Tiwi Bombers. Nigel Lockyer, one of the most talented players, I think almost in any competition you'd see. Blackney Noda down to Bedford, wrapped up in a excellent ball and all tackle there. Jordan Rosengren, he hasn't stopped trying all night. Kicked a goal in the second, and there we are. Siren sounds to end this excellent match between Palmerston and the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. 13-11, 89 to 10-7, 67. Congratulations to the Tiwi Bombers, but also a big shout out to Palmerston Magpies, who stayed in this one all day. Got a really tough one here with the goal scorers first of all, Dom.
Yes. For the Tiwi Bombers, goal scorers Kim Cantilla with 3, Jack Steele with 3, William Vigona Rioli with 3, 2 to Carlson Cantilla, and then singles to Brendan Cantilla and Francis Tipungwoody. For the Palmerston Magpies, 2 goals apiece to Ben Daru, who I thought was fantastic for them, and Declan Barnett. Singles then to Jaden Davey, Cohen Frith, Alwyn Davey, Elijah Davey, Naif Hamad, who was excellent out of the midfield, and Jordan Rosengren.
And your best on ground, couple of votes?
Gee, best on ground, I haven't even been thinking of that. I think, I reckon Tanner Blackney Noda for his work in the ruck and around the ground. Started it off and he kept going for the whole match.
I gave you the vote when he took the mark on his knees out.
That's right,
as well.
Exactly.
Willie Rioli, of course, had a great game as well, did what he needed to do. Kim Cantilla and basically all the Cantilla boys were out there. And for Palmerston, good shout out. As you said, Declan Barnett had a good day. Ben Daru had a beauty
as well.
Cohen Firth had a good one. And the Davey boys had a good one as well. So,
I thought Jaden Davey from the last line of defence was superb.
Yeah, no, great turnout there from the Palmerston Magpies with 1 game to go in the season. My name is Nick Danks. I was joined by my commentary partner this evening, Don McCormack. It's been a pleasure to host you, and we'll see you next time.
For years they've taken our very own, but we have them back now. They back where they belong, yeah. When we were down and we needed inspiration, we looked at our past and we saw our champions. Yuruari Bama Manta, up on a wood that